guess who's back? And look what we're doing. This video is all about making simple 1-to-1 ratio color recipes, and we are about to jump in. Now, lots of these are recipes that you may not expect to get from the color combination, so I think that's what's going to make it exciting. Let's start with our first color. So this one is Raspberry by Souffle, and I'm using Igloo, but you can use any white you like. And is it? Oh, look at this color. Hello, how gorgeous is she? Now, I'll tell you what the names are at the end. The next color that we're doing is Fluoro Yellow with white. Again, you can use Igloo or Primo, whatever you like. The reason I like to add a little bit of white to my fluoro is because it makes it just a little bit less in your face. And I know we all love neons, but we don't want it in our face all the time. This one is Cinnamon and Canary, and it makes the most lush, like orangey mustard color. It makes me want to eat it. See? It looks delicious, right? This is a great mustardy color. It's not a yellow mustard. It's definitely more on the orangey, I don't know what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm doing. You're going to see me do this throughout the video, but I'm just recording the recipes. So when you're making a color mix, make sure you record it as you go. And I decided this was kind of a handy way to just grab a little tiny bit, and later on, further down the track of this video, I actually cure those and glue them onto the card. And when I do finally come up with the names, which I promise is at the end of the video, I write the names on there as well. Like, this is just for my record, so it doesn't need to be fancy. You also don't need to use one of your airing cards. You can use whatever you like, a notebook or whatever, but I'm also going to show you a couple of different options for recording recipes. Now this, oh, I love this one. That is Copper by Primo and White. And I think it's one of my favorite, really like simple, neutral tones because it's a little bit sparkly. It's got a little bit of mica in it. So it's got a little bit of bling, 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 bling. No, she shouldn't say that. Why am I saying that? Far out. Anyway, it looks like Silly Putty, but she's not. She's like a hot chic Silly Putty. So, oh no. Anyway, you're going to see me continue to do this with all the colors. Now, the reason I wanted to show you these, look, I try to start my conversation and then the next color comes. This one is Latte and Concrete. And I really dig this. This is like it reminds me a little bit of Rhino from Primo. I think it's Rhino. And sort of similar to Mocha, but no, actually no. It doesn't look anything like Mocha. Very similar to Rhino, I think it was. Now, correct me in the comments if that is not the color I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, roll that cute little ball, write it down. Bit of latte, bit of concrete, thank you. Now, in case you're confused, these are 1-to-1 ratios, which means one part is the same as the other part. The parts are the same size, 1-to-1. Okay, that makes sense now. This is one of my old classics, one of my favorites. It's a very beautiful pastel mustard color, and it reminds me a little bit of Key Lime, which was a color that Souffle discontinued, which I was very sad about because it was one of my favorites. It's not quite as greeny or cool toned as Key Lime, but it is still very cute. And I use it a lot. A lot of my jewelry has some sort of mustard in it. Maybe that's not mustard to you, but I dig it. Now, I'm going to show you how to color mix old school. So we are rolling. And really, it's no different to putting it through a clay machine. So all the other color mixes that we've done so far, I've done through a clay machine, which is obviously fast. This color also, just in case you're wanting to know, I'm going to write it down in a minute so you're going to see it, but it is Guava and Concrete, both by Souffle. And it is such a beautiful dusky mauve. I literally can't get enough. I do have some other color recipes, which are on my website. And I do a similar mix, but I actually have more more concrete in it. So it's a lot less saturated, but I really dig this. This is cute. Yep, guava concrete. Thank you. This is grape and concrete, both from Souffle. And I just feel like it's a beautiful, vibrant purple. I really struggle with the purples in the Sculpey range. I feel like Fimo has really lush, beautiful purples. So sometimes you just have to make your own. I'm just showing you the comparison to how it actually cooled that purple down by adding the concrete. So you'll notice with these one-to-one mixes, if they're mixed with white, then they're obviously going to go to like a normal pastel. If they're mixed with latte, they're a little bit warmer and a little bit duskier. And if they are mixed with concrete, they are, as in concrete, the clay, not concrete, not concrete on the road. They just are a bit of a cooler tone. So that one there is turnip and white. And it's an old favorite. I actually have another ratio for it to be a little bit more pastel, but I'm really loving this sort of bright, vibrant purple, and I think it would go great with a lot of my designs. I wanted to do like a real range of different colors for you guys because one-to-one recipes are the best. There's no thought involved. It's like grab a piece of that, done, simple. Now, this is Sunset Pearl and White, and Sunset Pearl is such an underrated color. It makes the most beautiful peach. So, because there's a little bit of a sparkle from the mica, because obviously Sunset Pearl has pearl mica in it, and it looks so gorgeous. Yeah, okay, rolly, cute. Oh, anyway. In the end, this works out really great because I'm actually using them. Like I have them sitting in a little tray, and I feel like I'm probably going to do a lot of my color recipes like this. Now, this is yellow gold glitter and white, and there is nothing better than this. Now, it has a granite feel, but it's not a speckled granite. It's more just, you can sort of see the glitter under the surface of the white. And this is another way, we're going old school. This is another way to color mix. So by rolling a snake, twisting, rolling. You learn this if you come to my workshops, because I don't have clay machines in my workshop. I only have a few. Yeah, it's time consuming. That's why I do it by a machine. Like this literally takes forever. But it looks this cute. It's totally worth it. Look at this. Yes. Oh, okay, roll it out. Gotcha. Yes. How delicious is that? Especially if you're into a minimal style, you're able to just use that, and it's just got like a little hint of magic in there. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not in your face, but there's a sparkle. And I think that's kind of how I like it. Well, no, not really. I'm more of an in-your-face kind of gal, but I do like a bit of an understated look as well, as long as it's got sparkle of some sort. Oh, this color. Okay, there's a little funny story about this color. This is Wasabi and Antique Gold by Primo. Check this color out. Check it out. It is unbelievable in person. It does not come across on the camera well enough, but I shared this with my Patreon community before you guys have seen it. So they see all my videos before you guys do. And I put it down as being Spanish olive and antique gold, which was wrong. I think here, you see me write it. Ready? Spanish olive? No, Cherie. It's not Spanish olive. It's wasabi. So cross that out. It is not Spanish olive. It is wasabi. I mean, very different colors. Now, this is an interesting mix. I really like it. This is copper and it is Spanish olive. It's a really beautiful sort of, look at the sheen on it. Yeah, it's just a very unique color, almost like a khaki sort of, I don't know. Yeah, and it's just got these like sparkly undertones of the copper. Copper is another one that does make beautiful. So like we've used it twice. We've used it for like a beige color and we've used it for like a greeny color. But that was the mix that I did in a recent collection, in my moss collection. That was the color that I used, except I added some glitter as well. So anyway, what's this one? What have I missed? Where are we up to? Oh, okay. That's grey granite and white, and this is a classic. I've been using this for years. Don't muck around with cutting up little pieces or adding glitter. How good is that? 1-to-1 grey granite and white gives you the best white granite. Also, does anybody remember that colour from Sculpey, white granite? It was so good. There was something magical in that. I wish they would bring it back. If you're watching this, Sculpey, you should definitely consider bringing back some of your older colours because they were phenomenal. Now, this one is Cayenne by Primo and Canary by Souffle. And it might just be one of my favourite orange tones. That is cinnamon and this is pumpkin. Look how gorgeous that is. Cayenne, also another underrated colour, very pigmented, has beautiful, it's really great for colour mixing. It's kind of like how good fuchsia from Primo is for colour mixing. Like it's a really bright, vibrant colour and it always gives me good results. So don't forget that one. Cayenne and Canary, 1-to-1. Oh, okay, close up. Yep. Now, this one, it's good, but it's not my favourite of the mixes that we make today. So this is Gold by Primo and Latte by Souffle. And it gives you kind of a mustardy gold. It sort of takes the sparkle down on the gold, but adds a little bit of mustard. I have to admit this one was really tough for me to mix up because my latte was just a little bit old, a little bit like not dried out, but just a little bit old, bit tough. So I had to work that. Like my fingers are sore. I'm not going to lie. My fingers are sore. The next one that we're going to do is a classic. So many people comment on this pink when they see it in my designs. And so many people ask me what the color mix is. So I always share it. It is 1-to-1 fuchsia by Primo and white. So you can use Igloo or Primo or whatever you like. But it makes the most divine, bright party pink, which is what I've always called it. And it is used in many of my designs. Look at that. Yes. Look at it. It's so vibrant and it looks that good in person. Okay. Oh, we're squeezing this one for a bit too long, but that's okay. I mean, obviously having a moment with it. I'm very excited about that colour. It's like, oh, she didn't do that properly. Come on, sort it out. What are you doing, mate? Oh. And also, I did check the packet because I couldn't remember how to spell fuchsia. Okay. Now, this is my example of what I was talking about earlier, about how when you're colour mixing, the different clays that you colour mix with. So this here is Sea Glass by Souffle and Latte. And I want to show you the difference when you mix it with white. And then I'm also going to show you, look how vibrant this is. Gorgeous. It's like a really beautiful turquoise. And then I'm also going to show you how it turns out when you mix it with concrete. So you're warm or you're cool or you're in between. So it's just a really fun look. It's not really color theory as much as, warming it up or cooling it down, basically, or in between. So one part, there you go, which we can't do that anymore with the new bars, right? They're different. We have to do it differently. We might have to cut them, not break them. Oh, that was a fancy transition. Stop it. And I decide that I like this one the best. So this is the Sea Glass 1-to-1 mix with concrete, which is the more cool-toned version of that. So there's 3 different colors you can get using one color. Oh, look. Yes. Okay, she's laying it out for you so that you can understand that if you mix those colors with sea glass, you'll get that result. Isn't it amazing how different the one is with oh, okay, there you go. I love the thought that I've put into this for you guys, that I've really gone in here and I'm like teaching you something that you can probably do with any color you like. Okay, and the decision is that I go with the sea glass and the concrete as my favorite. So yeah, I decide that one's the best. So I can confirm this is a great way to keep your color recipes. I'm definitely going to be using it. All I did was cure those little pieces and glue them onto the card. And as promised, I'm about to share the names of these Yes, also write the ratios if you're writing down your recipes, but because these are all 1-to-1, I've just written 1-to-1 at the top. Oh, that's very cute, Cherie. Yes, yes. Now, as promised, I am going to share with you the names that I came up with. I think that coming up with names is the most fun, and it's probably the best part of colour mixing, if I'm honest with you. Also, another way to keep your recipes, which works really well if you like to like lay out the colours instead of just seeing the recipes, is doing the colour swatches or robo tiles and writing the recipes on the back. So, oh, wow, that was amazing magic. So these are my tiles, and those are all cured as well. So that is the colours cured. They did not change that much, if I'm honest with you. There wasn't really much of a colour shift. Now, let's go through the colour names. Flamingo, of course. 90s Rave, absolutely. Speculous, because I told you I wanted to eat it. Bisque, it just reminds me of bisque. Hot mocha, not the best name for that one. And honey mustard. I need to come up with a better one for that one. Okay, anyway, let's just move on. Dark sand. Mykonos. Marmalade. Marigold, love that, that's cute. Party pink, yes. And London. So those are the colours that we've mixed. That's the tiles all cured. Everything's cured now. So, oh, Chillax. Mystic Mauve, Luna, Georgia Peach, Pina Colada, and Winter Pear. And no, it's not Spanish Olive. I have changed that. I hope you've enjoyed this. I can't wait to see what you make using these colour recipes. Make sure you tag me on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, where the bloody hell are you? And yes, that was a sneak peek at the next video. Oh, exciting.